a certain point, I must have deviated from the original path, as I found myself alone in a forest, looking in wonder at a yellow arrow painted on a tree. My only tell that I was on the right path. My name is Van. Of course, you know that. 30, just today actually, timing wise. Came here 12 years ago, to London 12 years ago, stuck here since then. And I was born in Italy from Vietnamese parents, yeah. It's a Camino that started since they found the remains of St. James in Santiago. And since, I think, centuries now, I believe, people have been doing a pilgrimage there for years. Not everybody does it for religious reasons, same as me. I didn't do it for religious reasons. It's just like a very, I would say, quite famous pilgrimage that like safe, so people, when they need some time for themselves, are. It starts in France, Saint-Jean-Pied-de-Port, like on the border between France and Spain, and it spans 800 kilometers to Santiago, through all the north of Spain. Most of the people I've met, they came there because they knew they wanted like to heal, to become stronger, to prove something for themselves. When we talk about abuse of alcohol and drugs, working hospitality is a little bit always diminishing. No, it's common, but it's not an excuse, it's personal. It's just like I found myself always in an environment where it was easy to always drink more after work, go out more and do coke. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that in camera, yeah. So that was happening like very, very frequently for a full year from the last winter. Coming to now, like it was like full, I think, half a year of like that. Every weekend, nearly constantly. I've heard from the Camino from a very dear friend of mine, Lucy. Her life was changed from the Camino. She found her husband there, like she has a child now, like 1 year old, most probably now. So like, wow, everything was very different for her, but like it gave her like, it changed her life. For sure, shoes. I'm glad I brought these ones, I guess, because they were the waterproof ones. Stuck with the scarf to begin with. I'm gonna do something silly, I don't know. No, but I was literally doing this just to cover myself from the sun. So that was me. It's a trekking pole that took off like a lot of weight from my knees, and because of the amount of climbing and descents I had to do, it helped a lot. Backpack, this is the thing I don't recommend being a giant one, to be honest. I ended up throwing a lot of things, a lot of unnecessary clothes. So every time you stop at a hostel, every single day, to show as well, to get the Compostela. That's the thing you get at the end to show that you did you just get a stamp for every single day that you did. My freak emotions, I think, would be the thrill at the beginning of the trip, being a month away. At the very end, the confusion of not feeling how all of my friends by the end of the trip felt. And the subsequent, that's a big word, the following like self-reflection in the realization that like everybody processes things different time. That's all. I think the most important moment for me, personally, for me on the Camino was being able to fall in love at first sight again. It's just something I didn't expect it to happen. Like it was kind of like, honestly, like a fairy tale. I just remember that green dress, the sun setting, the castle on the background, and just turning around, waiting for my friend, and then seeing her face just lit by the sun. I was like, wow, she's really beautiful. And I really mean beautiful. I did leave her a message on a hotel guest book. I just wanted to write something for her because I wasn't able to be so direct, I think, like when I was talking to her. Because I knew she was starting a little bit later. I was starting with my group first, but I saw her leaving. So I just wrote to her, just in case I wouldn't see her again. I think that's what made it happen, thinking about that I wouldn't see her again. I mean, I couldn't get a chance to tell you how fascinatingly beautiful you are. Hope you find everything you're looking for in the rest of your Camino, Sarah. That's it. Just wanted to tell her how beautiful I found her. It was just nice confirming that I could do it. I think it's a type of a trip that anybody could do. And if it changed my life, everything changes our life. And I'm just thinking that like it did change it, but not in the, how do you say, incredible way that like I think anybody would expect from a spiritual trip. Just like my friend got like her life was upside down. She got married, she got a child out of it. Myself, I'm just a little bit better than before. And that's enough. That's okay. That's how I feel.